sense. And we were always very excited when Kartik came around. And the excitement was very much, of course, sitting in front of or dancing in front of Krishna Balaram, give up sweets or something like that for a month. So the day before Kartik began, I was discussing with a few friends about what our Kartik Vrata would be, and give up sweets or this or that. And one devotee said, why don't you make a very interesting Kartik Vrata? And I said, what would that be? And he said, why don't you not criticize any devotees for the whole month? And I thought, this is a great idea. So I made that my Kartik Vrata, and I probably lasted 10 minutes. Because these type of things, or at least I could say for myself so easily, just slip from the heart to the tongue. And really, the criticism of devotees, it really gets in the way of our developing of Krishna consciousness. So we should be very careful, especially in the Kartik month, to smile at everyone and appreciate the service that they're doing, and also try to see the bhakti that someone is offering to Krishna, because that's the way that Krishna sees. Bhava Grahi Janardana. But this isn't what I speak about really. It was just the beginning of what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that the Kartik is really meant for remembering Krishna. And we can remember Krishna, but it should be done understanding something about Krishna. When I say understanding something about Krishna, I mean that he is so special. He's so sweet. He's so beautiful. He's so effulgent. He's so clever. He's so charming. He charms everyone's heart who sees him. He captures the consciousness of everyone in Vrindavan. And everyone in Vrindavan, all the Brajbasis, just have one thing, one person on their mind, and it is Krishna. He's captivated them so much. Yashoda Maya, to save Krishna from one drop of perspiration, she's willing to die 1,000,000 deaths, 10 million deaths. She cooks, the cowherd boys play, they're concerned about Krishna. The gopis dance, they dress themselves for Krishna's pleasure. Everything is simply Krishna, 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 Krishna. And Kartik Mas, the month of Kartik, is meant for us to take steps forward in falling in love with Krishna and becoming attracted to the all-attractive one by chanting his names, by hearing his pastimes, and by trying to deeply understand something about how attractive Krishna is and how much the Brajbasis actually have given themselves to him. I thought of, when I think of Kartik month, I think of some major festivals also. And I just wanted to mention a few of the different occasions in Kartik that we all honor and take part in. The first one I wanted to say something about from a little bit of a different point of view, in one sense, is the appearance of Sri Radhakund. So we know how Radhakund is manifested, but what's the beginning? What's the cause in the leela of the manifestation of Radhakund? It actually begins with Kamsa sending one of his greatest demons, Asura, Aristasura, who's in the shape of a bull. In the shape of a bull, the symbol of dharma, of religiosity. So this Aristasura was so angry, not at all dharmic, but so angry and coming with the purpose of killing Krishna. So he entered. He was huge as a great hill. And he entered the land of Braja, wanting to disturb everyone. Krishna's mood at that particular time, on that particular day, was to dance with the gopis. He wanted to disrupt Krishna's pastimes. So he entered Vrindavan roaring like an angry lion almost, like a bull, challenging everyone, stomping on the earth, roaring. He was killing cows. He went into the pasturing grounds. He went into the village of Nandagaon, disturbing, causing great distress to everyone. And in a moment, Krishna ran forward. The cowherd men actually came out with their sticks because he was causing so much trouble. And Krishna, with his cowherd boyfriends, just stood in front. He ran in front of the cowherd men, saying, "So you want to challenge me? Here I am." And the bull roared. Aristasura roared. And Krishna roared back just like a bull. And he began laughing. And he was with Sridham. And he just casually put his arm on Sridham's shoulder and started saying, "Come, come, come. You want to challenge me? Come." And laughing. And all the cowherd boys began laughing at this bull demon. And the bull rushed forward with his horns down, very powerful, rushing towards Krishna, trying to kill him. And Krishna just laughed, and the boys laughed. And Krishna was thinking, this bull has no prema. I'm not going to play with him. So he decided to quickly kill him. So he grabbed him by those horns that were meant to stick and kill Krishna and threw him so far away. That's the part of the pastime that I wanted to tell. That Krishna thought he has no prema, no affection for me. So I won't play with him. I'll just kill him. The result of this pastime is Radhakund, Shyamakund. But yet, just understand something about the character and the nature of Krishna, and how the cowherd boys were so confident that they could laugh in the greatest danger because they were assured of the protection of Krishna always. Full confidence. Another pastime. Excuse me. Yeah, of course, one of the most famous pastimes is Damodara Leela, and this occurred in the month of Kartik. And we all know the story, the pastime of how Mother Yashoda was churning butter and thinking and chanting about Krishna. And Krishna woke up crying, and he ran to her, and he pulled on her sari, and she stopped the churning and began to feed him her breast milk. And then the milk pot was boiling over. The milk was meant for Krishna, and Mother Yashoda had went over to turn down the flame and save that milk that was meant for Krishna. But Krishna wanted her attention only on him. And he became angry and broke the pots. And then Mother Yasoda finally caught him. And there's so many wonderful aspects of this Leela, but I just wanted to mention one, that this pastime is famous, and Kartik is famous, because it shows how Mother Yasoda was struggling so much to tie him up, and she couldn't tie him up because his belly is unlimited, and how can you circumscribe or go around something that's unlimited? No matter how many ropes or limited things you have, one cannot capture the unlimited until he sees. Well, we hold up our two fingers because of the Purushrama, the work, and also the Kripa. But it was the love of Mother Yasoda, and that's the pastime. The love of Mother Yasoda had captured Krishna and allowed her to tie him up and capture him. We shouldn't forget that the goal is love for Krishna, prema pamarto mahan. A third pastime is Gopastami, when Krishna, for the first time, takes out the cows. He became a cowherd boy. Before, he was a calf-herd boy. And Krishna was the way he organized this, because he was still so young and the cows are so big comparatively. So one day, Abhinandana's wife saw Mother Yasoda, and she was in anxiety. She was in anxiety because her little boy, who she considered still had her breast milk on his mouth, so little and so young. She considered that this little boy wants to take care of the big cows. That's dangerous. Her thoughts were only for him. But Abhinandana's wife said, he is not an ordinary boy, nor is Balaram ordinary. He is like the tilak mark on the community of the cowherd men. You should let him do this. She had noted that he was growing older gradually. Of course, he was no longer a little boy, but he was still so small. But her love for him, in one sense, prevented her to see him as anything other than her little boy. And then very soon after that, in the assembly of Nanda Maharaj, when all the cowherd men had come together to speak about whatever was important for them, whatever was important for the cowherd community, and Krishna was there. And Krishna was speaking to Nanda Maharaj's two younger brothers, Nandana and Sunanda. And he was whispering to them. And Nanda Maharaj was there. And he saw that they were discussing very, very secretly something. And Nanda Maharaj called Sunanda and said, what was Krishna speaking to you about? He doesn't speak to me in that way. When he sees me, he's like this. But with you, he's so intimate and close. And Sunanda said, well, that's natural because you're his father and your duty is to train him and teach him. And naturally he's respectful to you. And we don't train him. We just love him. And Nanda Maharaj said, well, what was he talking to you about? And Sunanda said, no, I shouldn't talk about it. No, please tell me. What was Krishna speaking to you about? Remember, he's this beautiful little boy who is effulgent like sapphire jewels. He's charming everyone. Everyone's attention is always on him. He's so beautiful with his lotus eyes and curly hair, but yet so little. No, what was he telling you? No. What was he telling you? Please tell me. He was saying that why does my illustrious father not allow us to take out the cows? Krishna is so clever in his dealings. He's the most expert politician, even when he's a little boy. So Yashoda, Maya, and Nanda Maharaj, they got together and they discussed. And they found an auspicious day, the Astami of the Sukla, of the waxing moon, where they would allow Krishna to take out the cows. And all of Braja came together with a great festival. For 3 days, no one worked, everyone was just sacrifices, and all of Braj was lit. And just like with a huge festival, there was music. They held a sacrifice on one day, and all the cows were there. All the calves were there, all the bulls were there, because although he was just supposed to take out the cows, and previously he was taking out the calves, but the calves would not say, okay, now it's the cow's turn. No, they were so attracted to Krishna. The bulls would not let Krishna go, because it's completely natural that everyone becomes attracted to Krishna, because he's so full of affection. So the Brahmins performed a sacrifice. All the cowherd men were there, all the cows were there. Krishna came forward. Nanda Maharaj presented him with a jeweled stick for the herding of the cows, not for the hitting of the cows, but for the herding of the cows. Yashoda Maya came and put tilak on him. And then it was the time. It was the time. I don't know if there are any cowherd boys here, but the cowherd boys make these sounds. I can't imitate it in this life, but like I've seen it, I've heard it, but I can't do it. Like gee, gee, gee. And there's some sounds that let's go forward, some sounds stop, some sounds go left, some sounds go right. And the Krishna made those sounds. The cowherds were all facing him. And they wouldn't move, because they wouldn't turn their backs on Krishna and just leave. So then Krishna slowly walked where the elders were, and he walked in front of the cows. And he made those sounds, and the cows just followed him. And everyone in Braj followed Krishna. Mother Yashoda came out again and again and again and said, please take care of him. Balaram, you stand in front, Sridham on the left, Sudam on the right, Dama on behind him. Don't leave him for a second. He's naughty. Yes, mother, yes, mother, yes, mother. She turned. They walked out a little bit, and she came back again. Now make sure that he doesn't do anything naughty. Make sure he doesn't get lost. Yes, mother, yes, mother. Make sure he has enough to eat. Yes, mother, yes, mother. She went back, and 2 seconds later, again and again, and finally Krishna paid his obeisances to her and said, Mother, please go back. Nanda Maharaj came out, the gopis came out, and the cowherd boys are thinking, when is our time to be with Krishna? So eventually they left, and this is described in the 15th chapter of the 10th canto, which is an amazing chapter of the 10th canto, where Krishna enters the Vrindavan forest for the first time. So it was the time, and it's hard for a hard-hearted person like me to imagine, but it was time for everyone in the town of Vrindavan to cry, because they wouldn't see Krishna till he returned at the time of dusk, and they were crying and crying. But it was a time for the cowherd boys to be so happy because they would be with Krishna. And it was a time for the animals in the Vrindavan forest and the trees to be rejoicing because now was their time to be with Krishna. So everyone has their time in spiritual life to cry and joyous and cry and joyous. When Krishna is there, we learn to be joyous. And when we're missing Krishna, we learn to cry. And another occurrence, of course, here we're so close to Giriraj Govardhan, and Govardhan Leela is so wonderful because Krishna did so many things. He taught Indra, and he gave shelter to all the Brijbasis. There's two leelas in Vrindavan that the Brijbasis love so much. Kaliya, even though that leela causes them pain, because Kaliya had grabbed Krishna in his coils, and they were in so much anxiety. They weren't in anxiety about themselves. They were in anxiety only about Krishna. This is Braj. It's all about Krishna. And in the material world, it's all about me, 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 me. But the only problem is, as I'm fond of saying, I can't convince any other person to think that way, that it's all about me. That's the material world. But in Braj, it's all about Krishna. So Krishna lifted up the hill. We all know, little finger of left hand. And he told the Brijbasis, you come under this hill and don't worry. Don't worry that it will fall from my hand. Don't worry about anything. And the Brijbasis simply focused their consciousness, their eyes, everything on Krishna for those days under the hill. And they were in ecstasy, focusing on Krishna, taking shelter of Krishna. That is Kartik Class. And the last pastime that I will mention is before this pastime occurred, Govardhan, Krishna's lifting Govardhan Hill, Govardhan Leela, was the most cherished, happy pastime of Krishna, the most wonderful festival we used to observe. But then just 4 days after that, after we observed it, Srila Prabhupada left this world. And we can't help, when happy Govardhan Leela comes around, we can't help but remembering that just in a few days, it'll be a time to be very sad and missing Srila Prabhupada and discussing with the devotees about the unique thing that Srila Prabhupada did, the very unique mission. Just consider, we all know the story so well. He walked off the boat. The Jaladuta is saying that I did not know whether to go left or right with 40 rupees from the 40 rupees. And yet, because of his boldness, because of his bravery, because of his wanting to serve, because of his sacrifice. There was one talk I heard, a morning walk recently, when he was speaking to some of his disciples on a morning walk, and he said, I don't want to even tell you how much suffering I've gone through in my life, how difficult it was. But yet, empowered by his serving mood to his Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, empowered by his love of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi Gaur, out of his full faith in the Bhagavatam and the holy names of Krishna, and knowing that this world was descending into such darkness, and it's descended so much more into that darkness since the time when Prabhupada got off the Jaladuta. Such dangerous darkness, such dangerous ignorance. And yet, he did it so bravely, and he gave us all an opportunity to observe Kartik Mas. When he said that the devotees should come to the Dhams, to Sridham Mayapur and Sri Vrindavan, they should use their time wisely. And that is the message that especially His Holiness Sacinandana Maharaj will now instruct us on. The importance of using our time wisely, intelligently, purposefully, intentionally during the month of Kartik, in remembering Krishna, in chanting, in serving. Chanting is serving also. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu. So I would like to ask Maharaj to please tune us in to Kartik Mas. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Where?
Hare Krishna, I'm hearing that our Vaisheshika Prabhu has arrived and is somewhere amongst all of you, so please feel.
He has gone to start his group.
He starts his but welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so nice that this facility is used by many devotees. Yes, so I think this microphone is louder, and this is not so loud. Is it? Or Krishna, Krishna. This is louder. So, as Krishna goes to the harmonium, I wanted to just say that each month which is there in this world has a certain blessing to it. For instance, in autumn time, the vegetables and fruits grow on the tree, and we can harvest the vegetables. In the months of Kartik, we can also harvest our spiritual life. It's in a way an end of our devotional efforts and a call to one more time put a lot of attention to devotional practices. There is one theme, central theme in the months of Kartik. That central theme is love and affection. When you want to find out what is God in the Western dictionary, you will find out the supreme controller. But in the months of Kartik, God has lost control. He has become bound by the love of his devotee. And this theme that Krishna, who is, or God, who is so unapproachable, so far away, by whose orders planets move and cosmoses are generated and destroyed, that this Krishna becomes impressed by the little services of his devotees. This is what motivates us in the month of Kartik, to see what we can schedule in as daily or regular services. Therefore it's called also Niyam Seva this time, where we do regularly some services every day. The Hari Bhakti Vilas is full of glorifications of the month of Kartik. It has been compared in the Padma Purana, that's quoted in the Hari Bhakti Vilas, with a wish-fulfilling gem. Any wish can be fulfilled. It is described that in the months of Kartik, the little boy, Dhruva, came here to Madhuvan, and he practiced some Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya chanting and some worship of a deity he had made from earth. And as a result, he went back home, back to Godhead for just this little service. My dear everyone, if you ever have thought about where you stand in Krishna consciousness and how you can get your aspirations for Krishna fulfilled, and if you ever have seen there is a great gap between where you are and where you want to go, the month of Kartik offers you a special boon. Do just a little service and you will see. What these services are, we will hear in a moment. Rupa Goswami describes that the month of Kartik is very generous. He says, just like Lord Damodara is so very kind to his devotees that he agrees to be bound by his mother, similarly, the month of Kartik has only affection for those who open their hearts to Bhakti and follow the Bhakti processes. And just do a little service. There's Jiva Goswami writes very interesting about the month of Kartik. I just want to read to you. Tasmin dine cha Bhagavan ratro radha griham jayo sacha kruda tamudare kaschidamna bhavannaha Radha Damodara Radha Damodara. On a particular day, in the spiritual world of Vrindavan, there was a festival at Krishna's home. And thus Krishna went late at night to meet Sri Radha, much too late. She was angry at him and bound him by her golden girdle belt. Krishna pleaded in front of her, "Hey Radhe, please, I was a little late. Don't make such a big thing about it. There was a festival Mother Yashoda had arranged. Could I leave just like this?" And he narrated everything about that great festival at his home. Thus, finally, Radha was pacified, and then she let him go. Then Krishna, who was pleased at his mind, said to her, "The golden girdle belt which you have offered to me around my stomach will cause me to be known as..." Oh, you're half dead. Damodara. Damodara. You are a quarter dead. Damodara. Damodara. Yes. Dama means robe around whose udara, stomach. So Dama udara means Damodara. He was a robe around his stomach. There is no name more dear to me in all the worlds than the name Damodara. Those who chant this name always will achieve all perfection. Having obtained the rarest gift of my bhakti, they will achieve my abode. Dear Radha, I will manifest this pastime where I have been bound by my devotees in the material world, when I will be bound by my mother to a mortar. She will use various ropes for that. So remember, those who chant this name always will achieve all perfection. Let's do this. Jaya Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara, Radhe. Everyone. Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara, Radhe. Jaya Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara, Sri Radhe. Jaya Yashoda Damodara, Yashoda Damodara, Yashoda Damodara, Yashoda Damodara. Hare Krishna. You sound so tired. Please, this is not the time for tiredness. My dear devotees, so we have learned the original pastime of bounding Krishna took place where? Goloka Vrindavan. Who bound Krishna there? Radharani. Krishna was so pleased about this pastime, being bound by his devotee, this intimacy of being bound, that he said, now I'm known as Damodara since this time, and I want to enact this pastime in this world. With whom? Mother Yashoda. So that all the worlds will know about this one thing. I, who am inaccessible to the Vedas, can be brought under the control of Krishna, of my devotees. The Rig Veda makes this point. He is the one where words go and return without having explained him. He is the one where the mind goes and tries to understand him, but has to return without having understood. That is the Lord, not what people worship in this world, what they think. He is inconceivable. Krishna's pastimes are inconceivably sweet. And they need to go into our heart by revelation. Everything which you do in this month of Kartik is only successful if Krishna gives his mercy. In Padyavali it is said, the Lord Govinda cannot be obtained by those who dress in saffron, those who do not speak, who are monivratis. The Lord cannot be obtained by much study of the scriptures. He cannot even be obtained by much japa. He is only obtained by those with whom he is pleased. And for this, it is very important. I will share with you some simple practices from for the month of Kartik. But we have to first of all understand these things are useful only when they are offered with bhakti, with genuine affection. Just like a meal without salt tastes boring. In the same way, any bhakti practices without affection for Krishna is not the real thing. It is flat and pale and not satisfying to the Lord, nor is it satisfying to ourselves. Yes. In the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, we find out that Lord Damodar has given the months of Kartik to be ruled over by whom? Shrimati Radharani. Therefore, she is known as Karteshwari. Say? Yes, the ruler over this month. So here we have it. There is Krishna as Damodar, who is so pleased with everyone, with anyone who worships him during this month. And there is Radha, who's so pleased to see anyone worshipping Lord Damodar. The way in which the Lord can be pleased on this month is very extraordinary and very different from all the other times when we worship him. Yes, there's japa. Yes, there is kirtan. Yes, there is reading of the Bhagavatam. But these are activities which we do throughout the year. There's one special activity which is reserved for the month of Kartik. Do you remember? I hear only the tractor. Kirtan. The kirtan seems to be always right in ISKCON. Here it's wrong. It's not so wrong. I just want to wake you up. My dear audience, the extra special activity which should be done to please Lord Damodar in the month of Kartik, every single day is to offer a ghee lamp. It should be cotton and either pure ghee. Try to get ahimsa ghee, not ghee which is from violently kept cows. Krishna loves his cows. Take good care that you get good ghee, or if you can't obtain pure sesame oil, can also be there. This is what is offered every day, and somehow the Lord takes special note. Now, to make the offering more focused and more concentrated, we sing during this time the Damodarashtakam. It's the only month, really, where one pastime is remembered for every day for 30 days. Jamashtami, we talk one day about Krishna and then Hokya, done. Next day, Prabhupada Katha, then after some time, Radhastami. Every one of these festivals is celebrated one day. The Damodar Leela is celebrated every day because it's the central subject of devotional life. The Krishna is bound. By what? By a rope? By the rope of love, correct. It is not a mechanical thing. Just like in kirtan, Krishna is pleased not so much by the melody, not so much by the rhythm, as he is pleased by the bhava, the mood, the devotional mood in which the kirtan is sung. No? This is very important to understand. It is not, Krishna is also not pleased by Kevala Nam, that is the name which is just chanted mechanically. It must be Sneha Samyukta Nam, the name which is connected with love. In the Gita, Krishna says he is pleased by 4 items. Do you remember? is what? He's pleased by a leaf, by a flower, by a fruit, by water. If and only if it is offered how? In bhakti. No, this is twice this word bhakti is there. So as we enter the month of Kartik, we will have to think about love, bhakti. Now you may think, oh, thank you very much for this tune-in. I have no bhakti. For me, the month of Kartik doesn't work. How have you ever asked yourself the question, how to light a fire? If you want to make a fire, what do you do? You bring another fire, you light a matchstick. How will your love for Krishna develop? You need another love. There are two loves which can light your fire. Now our heart is a desert, there is nothing burning, no fire. It's a water or something. How will love come into this heart? The simple explanation which you have heard in thousands of lectures is you approach and serve those who love Krishna. Great devotees. You can do this by singing their songs, for instance, like Bhaktivinoda Thakur's songs, and in this way you can develop love, or you can sing the Sangita Madhava, getting the bhava from other devotees, reading their compositions, their prayers. That might bring you to the place of humility, and from that place there is a hope that some love comes in your heart. I have found out in my life that my love has started when I felt loved. Next to me sits a very old man. He is also my friend, Bhuijan Prabhu. And when I first came to Vrindavan, he took care of me. He gave me a room. He gave me some good explanation. I learned at the Vrindavan Institute for Higher Education. His wife gave me little Vrindavan boxes with verses and water from 1008 tirthas and dust. And I felt loved. I felt appreciated the way I am. And then I thought, I will now also, I feel friendly towards this person. So when we feel the love of someone, we are willing to respond with love and affection, isn't it? Yes, all of you who have married, you have made this decision because you felt at one stage, this person has genuine affection to me. No? So, in this month of Kartik, I want to recommend to you to think about how Krishna loves you. New idea, I know. Listen carefully now. When there is a place in Vrindavan, it's at the edge of Vrindavan. There are two places, I understand, where this pastime took place because it's so important. Krishna was there with his cowherd boyfriends, and Subal Saka asked him a question. Will you leave us? There was a history before this question that led to this Subal thinking that there might be a time where Krishna leaves us. Subal asked this question about 4 days before Krishna went to Mathura and then Dwaraka and so on. What Subal was perhaps thinking of was that there were some signs where Krishna had told, I might leave. One sign I will tell you. Krishna had stopped the gopis at Dangati and looted their yogurt. They didn't want to give the ghee and the yogurt. And Krishna had also made amorous suggestions to the gopis. So the gopis said a big protest. Is this how you show your strengths? We are walking alone, we are weak ladies, and you are coming here where we are alone, and you are showing, is this how you show your strengths? If you are a strong man, you should go to Mathura and wrestle with the restless, but not with ladies here in Dangati. And Krishna became very serious and he said, yes, there will be a day when I have to go to Mathura and wrestle with the restless and topple the rule of the king. The gopis immediately sensed the atmosphere and said, no, you never should talk like this again, that you will leave Braj. You can get everything for free, the ghee, the yogurt, the milk, everything. Don't talk like this ever again. So now Subal was asking Krishna, will you leave us, Krishna? Krishna knew he would have to go, paritranaya sarunam vinashaya chaduskritam, no, to relieve the world from the troublemakers. But what did he do? He said, Subal and all my dear friends, he touched the ground of Braj. There was a rocky ground, rocks, and he said, on the name of Nanda Maharaj and our cows, I hereby make this solemn declaration. I will never, ever leave Vrindavan and the Brijabasis. He has touched the ground. He has sworn on the name of who? Nanda Baba and cows. He cannot break his promise. My dear devotees, there is an eternal promise like this. It is repeated in many parts of the scriptures. In Brihad Bhagavatamrita, we find that the Lord says, I was looking down the path again and again, whether you would come to me. He says like this to Kumar. Hope made me dance like a fool in the joyous anticipation that you would come. I was thinking, maybe not today, but tomorrow he will come, or she will come. Maybe the day after tomorrow. But when I saw that you were not even inclined to chant my holy names, then I had to make an arrangement for you. Now you are back. Now you are here. Welcome. He says twice welcome actually in the Sanskrit. Swagatam, swagatam. Welcome, welcome. You may now be here and enjoy everything as you please. Krishna loves you. In the Gita he says he is the well-wishing friend, or the surit, means heart friend of all living beings. And if you respond to this love, even a little bit, svalpam is Rupa Goswami's term, he will limitlessly respond to you. So every day, please offer what? A ghee lamp and chant what? Damodarashtakam. If you are in a situation where you cannot offer a ghee lamp because you just had a wild Loy Bazaar day and you are still there to get your new shirts and so on. Sit for a moment, offer the ghee lamp in your mind, or go to one of the temples, offer the ghee lamp there, and sing the Damodarashtakam with understanding. Is better than without understanding. No, this is a very good rule. Another very good rule, it's from the Padma Purana, is to wake up early, take a bath early, ideally before the sun rises, to start your spiritual activities. Another good activity is if you chant for the pleasure of the Lord, prayers like the Radha Kripa Kataksha Stava, or you may chant other prayers, but the idea here really is offer something to Radha and Krishna. But if nothing works, that lamp and the Damodarashtakam is very, very useful. I wish all of you, of course, that you can do many, many things. But please remember the motto of this month. The Lord is controlled by the love of his devotees. He said this to Subal Sakal, and he made this declaration. It is clear when we read the Brihad Bhagavatam and the Bhagavad Gita. So your love for him will start when you remember the Lord. Bhajan is very simple. It means simply, I am yours and you are mine. Finished. I am yours, say. I am yours. Yes, but not half dead. I am yours. I am yours. And you are mine. And you are mine. Then the practices which you do become devotional service, and then it is very pleasing to the Lord. I have so much more, but time is there, and we want to do Damodarashtakam prayer. Let me just go through these notes just to see if I forgot something of crucial importance. No, this is the ghee lamp. Oh, things to avoid. Things to avoid. We are in ISKCON very good about these things. So hear very carefully. No? Things to avoid. Our Burijan Prabhu has told you the most important in his indirect way. Try to avoid idle and harmful talks and also activities during this month. If you just can avoid criticizing devotees, which is the greatest harmful talk, no, then this is very good. And here, another one. Stop all sinful acts while following the month of Kartik. This is also very, very important for you. You will see it will be very good if you do this. Yes. Please now say, it's a Sankalpa mantra. Kartikeham. 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 Karishyami. Pratasnanam. Janadana. Pridyatam Tavadevesha Damodara Maya Saha. O Damodara, O Janardana, O Lord of all the Devatas, I perform these Kartik activities for the happiness of you and Sri Radharani. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you very much. Another very good practice, and I will end here, is try to serve Tulsi Maharani each day in the month of Kartik. That is also mentioned in the Hari Bhakti Vilas. So, we have reached. What do you take with you? Please turn to your neighbor, the other devotee next to you, and now talk to the devotee for 3 minutes what you take with you from these presentations. What has captured your attention? What will you do? That is most important. Tell them what you do or what you don't do. No? It will be very good. Please start now. Talk, talk, talk. Don't just say anything, you have to also do it. This is now very serious, no? I will check every one of you. No, no, no.
Hare Krishna. I will go to Tulsi.
Yeah. No, it's well, but even a little. But do this regularly with love.
Yes.
Yeah. You can think how you are loved. I think that it goes on the group. I only indirectly told you, but yeah, this is how it starts, no? And we feel we are loved. Even a wild dog. You know, even a wild dog.
Will get tamed
Yeah,
if you feed them.
yeah. I remember the rock.
I know, I saw. I was so happy.
I asked Krishna Murari about the story.
Yeah, yeah. Did he sing the song?
It's easy to like, because
I think that was.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
When I read, but
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah,
the
actually,
most-
yeah. On the name of Nanda Maharaj. Good. We will.
Are you going to get everyone to sing and dance?
I don't know if about dancing, but singing, yes. We have to see how it goes.
Yeah.
And I will stop now being so forceful. It's not nice. But
Did you have anybody to talk to? You spoke to him. Yeah. What did he want us to share with you? Just like, it's more than enough for you. What will you do? Hey. Good. Krishna's mercy again coming from Kartik. Yeah, every year, like only 1 year I missed. I will ask fortunately back again. Yeah.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Most happy to see you. I want to talk to you two words. We have to see.
That's much.
No need. I just need to sit down. Can you please give me the microphone? No, I forgot the song.
You want them to offer like now or
Yeah.
after Damodara?
During Damodarashtakam.
During?
Yeah.
Usually how they will follow that then everyone will just
No, often they will go during the song. They will go, and not everyone at once. So, Hare Krishna. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Can I please have a pair of cards? I seem to have forgotten mine. We want to... The red bag. You put it there? Or, okay. Yes. Good. What we will do now is, I think, Vrindavan Vinod, you best explain. We want to offer a lamp to our Lord, who is there with that smile on his face. Have you ever seen such a good smile? There is no misery any longer when we sit before Giriraj. Oh yes. So please, Vrindavan Vinod, you please explain.
So as Maharaj will start singing Damodarashtakam, so one by one, we request everyone just one by one note.
Smile is like a boomerang.
In order in the
Give
left side,
something,
we have that table. So
Yeah,
you all
yeah.
can go one by one and offer the lamp, and you can put that lamp after offering all around the Giriraj, like on the floor, on the ground, in the sand. That sand you can put all your offering there. So just all around, not at one place, but all around. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
I want to speak to you afterwards. Very much with the song. Oh, you received it. I kept it for the month. Now I will learn. It will come. Yeah.
We will make an extra note to send.
Oh, Prahlad, here, Prahlad Nrsimha is there. Come, Prahlad Nrsimha. Can you give me the text, please, with your mobile telephone? So it's good if not all at once come, but let us offer, and you can place the lamps before Giriraj. He is our Lord here, no? And look at his smile. Kirtan Premi said it looks like a boomerang. He throws his smile at us, and no, yes, and then we smile back. So this is the idea of starting love. No, you take one fire, Krishna's love, Krishna's smile. You meditate about this, and then you respond with affection to them. Yes. Namam Ishvarang Sacinandana Lasat Kunda Langoku Levrajamana My dear devotees, again, please sing along. I heard also Kirtan Premi to say, Bolo, say, this is now for singing, my dear devotees. Don't be shy or tired or moody or worried, when will my car go to Vrindavan? No need now. Now full singing, everyone. Namam Ishvaram Sachidananda Rupam Rasat Kundala Adavamanam Param Vishyam Ajnan Tato Drutya Gopya Jantam Karamboja Yogmena Satanka Netram Udasamo Onetra Yogmame Jantam Karamboja Yogmena Satanka Netram Rudantamu netra yogman mrejantam Karamboja yogmena satanka netram Shvasakampati rekankakanta Sitagrevam Damodaram Bhakti Bhadram Shvasakampati rekankakanta Sitagrevam Damodaram Iti diksa lila bir ananda kunde Swagosham nimajanta akya pajanta Iti diksa lila bir ananda kunde Tariye Shita Gesho Bhakta Jitadvam Puna Prema Tastam Shatavriti Vande Tariye Shita Gesho Bhakta Jitadvam Puna Prema Tastam Varam Deva Mokshamna Mokshavatim Va Nachanyam Vineham Varishadapiha Varam Deva Mokshamna Mokshavatim Va Nachanyam Vineham Idam teva punata gopala balam Sadame manasya virastam kinanyay Idam teva punata gopala balam Idam te mukam mojam ajantanilaya Vritam kundalai snikta rakta isya gopya Idam te mukam mojam ajantanilaya Vritam kundalai Bhaktadaram me manasya virasta alang lakshalabhaye. Bhaktadaram me manasya virasta alang lakshalabhaye. Namo Deva Damodarananta Vishnu Prasida Prabhu Dukha Jalapti Magna. Namo Deva Damodarananta Vishnu Prasida Prabhu Dukha Jalapti Magna. Kripa drishti vishyati dinam vatano grihane shamangakyam edyakshi drisya. Kripa drishti vishyati dinam vatano Kuverat Majovata Yodevayadva Svayamuchito Bhakti Ajokito Cha. Kuverat Majovata Yodevayadva Svayamuchito Kuverat Madhyo Bhata Moje Vayadva Kaya Mochito Bhakti Ajokito Cha. Kuverat Madhyo Bhata Moje Vayadva Kaya Mochito Bhakti Ajokito Cha. Tada prema bhaktim sakhame payasya namokse gahome siddhamodareha. Tada prema bhaktim sakhame payasya namokse gahome siddhamodareha. Namastestu dhamne spuratipti dhamne vadiyodharayata vishvasya dhamne. 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 Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyajaya Namo Nanta Leelaya Devaya Tubhyam. Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyajaya Namo Nanta Leelaya Devaya Tubhyam. Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyajaya Namo Nanta Leelaya Devaya Tubhyam. Namo दिया पिया जाए नमो अनंत लीलाय देवाय तुभ्या नमो राधिकाय दिया पिया पिया जाए नमो अनंत लीलाय देवाय तुभ्या नमो राधिकाय दिया पिया जाए नमो अनंत लीलाय melody to the Supreme Lord, whose form is the embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge and bliss. He has sharp-shaped earrings that are swimming to and fro. He is beautifully shining in his divine realm of Gokula, who I, due to the offense of breaking the pot of yogurt that is his mother was churning into butter and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from a swing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Yashoda, but who has been caught from behind by her, who ran after him with greater speed. So to that Supreme Lord Sri Damodara, I offer my humble obeisances. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I go! Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Oh, I go. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Damodara Radha, Damodara Se Radhe. Jaya Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara Se Radhe. Jaya Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara Se Radhe. Jaya Yasoda Damodara, Yashoda Damodara, Yashoda Damodara, Yashoda Damodara, Yashoda Damodara, Yashoda Damodara, Yashoda Damodara, Jaya Yashoda Damodara, 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 Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jaya Radha, Shama Sundar Radha, Shama Sundar Radha, Shama Sundar Se Radhe. Jaya Radha, Shama Sundar Radha, Shama Sundar Radha, Shama Sundar Se Radhe. Jai Jai Se Radhe. Jai बोलो गिरिराज महाराज की, बोलो गिरिराज महाराज की, बोलो गिरिराज महाराज की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, गौर प्रेमानंदी। Hare Krishna.
We have 40 minutes. Yeah.
Oh.
You can call it now.
Or should we just please sit for one moment.
It's 8:20. We were about we announced till 9.
Oh yeah, we can do the Tulsi.
We going to do what? Just sing it. Okay.
Yeah.
But then everyone will stand.
Yeah, okay. Hare Krishna. I'm informed we have more time than I thought. Are you also, have you made an arrangement that this program is up to 9 o'clock? Yes? You know. Acha. Good. This is very good. This is usually we are short of time, but this is good. Well, in that case, please all come a little bit closer. We need to have a compact situation here. Yeah, what a better way to start. Well, most of you started before the month of Kartik. I think on the 17th, no? There was the full moon day. So, but we are at the beginning. So I think it's nice to have a little kirtan together, isn't it? Yes. So how do we do this? Why don't we? Wonderful. One is always used that everything is so tight, but no, we have time. Yeah. Yes. We can give the microphone also to Kirtan Premi. Can we arrange? Is there a microphone? Yes. Can I have the cartels, please? Please, the cartels. Hare Krishna. So please take a little time to just look around. There's still some lights, some Kartik lamps which have been lit. And on our Giriraj, there are many lights. Please look a little in the sky. It's such a beautiful place, no? With the Tulsi on the right side. This is really how devotees in the old times would gather. They would come under the full moon sky. They would sing and they would think about their relationship to Radha and Krishna. So this is very contemplative, it's almost like an affectionate raga. So please sing along and please make an effort to be really there in your mind. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, I go. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Oh Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Oh Giriraj Giriraj Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama Oh Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Rama Rama Hare Hare. Kindly all raise your hands to the sky. It is described in Vaishnava scriptures that this gesture is like the gesture of the little child who wants to be picked up by the mother or the father. The child raises the arms like this, and then very sincerely let us chant 2 more times this mantra, this beautiful names of the Lord. Please sing now. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And for the last time, please fold your hands and bring them to the folded position and sing as you really address Radha and Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan. Jaya Radha Shama Sundar, Radha Shama Sundar, Radha Shama Sundar, Shri Radhe. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan. Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Shri Vrindavan. Oh, Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Shyam, Jai Jai Hare Krishna! Hare Krishna! Please just remain seated really for 2 minutes only. Just go to a place so that I can see you all. One moment, let me just do this. This strength. Hare Krishna. So, Hare Krishna, thank you so very much that you stayed with us, and I see some of you have walked all over the Govardhan Retreat Center. After Kartik, we will have here the Holy Name Retreat and the Govardhan Retreat, we call it, where there is usually Bhagavad Katha or some Katha is going on. It's a very nice time, but I really don't, I want to invite you for something else. As far as I know, the 2 retreats are already fully booked out, but of course, daily guests are more than welcome. You can, of course, come. But I want to really invite you for something else. Since quite some time, we are celebrating here in the valley across the road, down that street across the road, Giriraj Govardhan's appearance day. It's his, Govardhan Puja, and we joyfully go there with really pots of milk and yogurt, and there are really big chilas which we worship. So if you have time and have not planned your day in another way, you're most welcome. I don't now know the date, but it is clearly known. It's in
2nd of November.
2nd of November, I just hear. You're most welcome to come on the 2nd of November. Also, we are hoping to organize a very special, if not intimate, program at the temple of Haridev. Haridev is in charge of this, you call it the western petal of the lotus of Braj Mandala. And he is the presiding deity of this area. And we like to just sing for his pleasure. And then the priests are very welcoming there, and it's usually very intimate, very, very sweet Vrindavan darshan. We don't yet know, it will be around either the 29th or the 30th of October, if it takes place, but please watch out, there will be some announcement in the Krishna Balaram temple, and you can also inquire here at the reception by phone if that takes place or not. I would like to leave you with a thought, something you might like to take from here. It was a personal experience. When I came here, I immediately sat at Govardhan's site and chanted and just wanted to say, I have come from the West, kindly accept me, Giriraj. So then I got up and I wanted to get my shoes, but one monkey, a big monkey, was just relaxing on these shoes. Somehow he found a very nice position, so it was a relaxing massage or something. At least he didn't want to go away from my shoes. And I felt a little anxious. It's the only pair of shoes which I brought, and now I have to give it to this monkey. But then I thought, okay, if that's the plan. And I went further to the Parikram mark. I wanted to find someone of Indian origins who knew how to talk to that monkey and get my shoes for me. But then I saw something that touched me and that I would like to give to you as a present. All kinds of parikramis came. There were really many people on that day, and most of them who were walking barefoot were looking with a pained expression. They were clearly exhausted and had foot pain. Then amongst all these people, I saw there was a young man, perhaps of Indian origins, but I can't tell you, I've never seen him. And he came with all the other pilgrims, and he sang a beautiful bhajan for Giriraj. I think I remember. No, it was a song dedicated to Radharani. And our eyes met for a moment, and he just was so moved as he was chanting. He really addressed Srimati Radharani, and he was very ecstatic. So when our eyes met, he looked at me. Oh, he is this ISKCON sannyasi. Maybe he will judge me as being a sahajiya, or he will not look at me kindly. But I quite the opposite. I encouraged him. This is very good if you chant the holy names with devotion, with bhakti. And I was very moved, and I was asking myself the question, who of these pilgrims will satisfy Giriraj or Radha or Krishna more? Those who just do it out of duty and they force themselves to do it, or this person who brings some devotion into it? And I think the answer is very clear. It's devotion or bhakti which makes our life sublime. When our life is full of bhakti, my dear devotees, we will not struggle with the mind. We will not fight with lust or overeating. We will not feel like criticizing devotees. When there's bhakti, we will do all the right things very automatically. But when there is no bhakti and we try to do all these things, it's often a struggle which we lose. So in this month of Kartik, this is Damodara Mass, bhakti is very freely available for those who can somehow commit to a daily schedule. And it can be very simple. One devotee came to me and I asked him, so what will you do? And he said, I'm not so much rules and man, I cannot do so much chant, but I will water every day tulasi. Wow. If this is done consciously, that I want to do this for your service, there is so much benefit. See, it's not about quantity and so on. Yes, some of us chant legs of rounds, and because they like to do it. Some of us are maximum in kirtans because they like to do it. But it's really should be an offering with devotion, and then the Lord will respond very nicely and very directly. So this is a thought I would like to leave you with. For now, we will say goodbye to all of you. I don't know, am I right? Do they serve prashadam? Yeah, there is prashadam for you. Like all programs are only successful when prashadam is served, and I think some of you have already recognized that. But the pots are, we cooked enough for everyone. Please don't leave before taking prashadam. And once again, thank you very much, and come again and again and again. You are most welcome. Hare Krishna, Hari Bol.
One program is in the festival on the day of the